I need to break the recording so it is not too long. So right now, our deployment is complete and we have both certificates in the desktop. The next thing to do is to copy the content of the Azure certificate and paste in the public certificate data in Azure portal. So there are several ways to do it. You can either copy directly from the desktop if it works. Copy. Okay, so our deployment is complete now, and we copy the Azure certificate. But we need to do this inside the VM, not in the Azure opened in the browser. So go to VM. Go to resources. Note that all resources are here. You don't have to search one by one and start searching for virtual network differently from network security group. All resources created are under resources. And we need to paste this in the VPN we created, Opayami VPN. So go to the VPN. Okay, I'm sharing my screen. Go to VPN, the VPN that we created. Go to point to site. Remember that this VM GUI is so small, so you need to access the options under whatever tab you have. You have to access it from these three lines. We go to menu. No. I'm looking for, yes. So point to site configuration here. I want it full screen. Point to site configuration. Configure it now. Enter the address pool, which is in the instruction 172.16.1.0/24. And set the tunnel type to IKV2 version 2. Set authentication type to Azure certificate. Root certificate. Yeah, so this is where we need the root certificate content, which we will copy in a moment. The name of this root certificate is Azure root. Azure root set. Azure root set. So we'll paste the content here. Let's try the first method, which is copying directly from our desktop. Azure certificate, right click, copy, go back and paste. Let's see if it will work. Nope. Paste. This is not working. So the alternative is to launch or to open the root certificate in Notepad. Search for Notepad. Go to File, Open, go to All Files, not text document alone, because we have nothing on the desktop. And obviously, the root certificate is not text. It's a set of strings. Go to All Files, then you will have your root certificate. Select root certificate and open. We need the strings in between begin certificate and end certificate. So we copy all strings in between. Copy. Go to our public certificate data and paste. You don't need to put anything in the rest. We just save. Okay, so save is here. Note that we need to apply 2 to 3 minutes for the changes to apply after you click save. You will get a notification. It's saving. It's not completed yet. So we need to wait a while. Now come back. This is successfully saved. Yeah, so I have the notification. Next, so once it saves, I will be able to click on download VPN client. Yeah, so I'll be able to do this download, which can take a while. It's downloaded successfully. So the next thing is to download. Sorry, once it downloads, you will open the file and you will have 3 installers: the 64-bit, 86-bit, and PowerShell. So we will install the 64-bit and follow the prompt. This AMD 64. So I need to extract all first. Okay, I will leave it as default folder. Okay, VPN client, yeah. So what I did just now, because I have the zip file. So first I extracted all files to download. This is the extracted file without zip. Then I opened and I'll select 64 bits to run it. Click on VPN client setup for 64 bits and then run. Note that after installing the VPN, it might take a few minutes to show up. And it might take some minutes to install this VPN because Windows Defender might need to scan it. So it disappeared. I need to check. Okay. So it's already installed. Now I need to connect to the VPN. I'll go to start menu, search for VPN. VPN settings. I'll click on the VPN. Select connect. Another window will open. So I need to click connect again and then continue. Connection. Oof. Okay, I'm recording still. Connection manager needs elevator privilege to run the following action. to update your routing table. Okay, so I will continue. This step authenticates the client certificate and connects to the VPN. So in order to test this connection, we will create a virtual machine and connect to it. And we don't know if it's working or not. We just hope. Okay, so it's already connected. We need to test this in VM. So we will create a management VM and configure it to connect via SSH over this VPN. And we'll do this in the VM cloud environment. First, we need to create SSH authentication keys for the local environment. So we use PowerShell. I think I have it open. Yeah, PowerShell. Open it as admin. Oh, okay. Because we need to navigate to the previous user, to the previous folder, which is users the mouser. So to do this quickly, I'll just close this and open PowerShell one more time. PowerShell run as admin to take me to default user. So I will enter the command ssh hyphen keygen space hyphen trsa. So this is to generate public and private RSA key pair. I will leave it as default. Until I have my private key. Until I have my public key, rather. Okay, so it says my identification, my public key has been saved in this folder. Okay, so we need to go to this folder to retrieve the public key. We can either use cat command here and then copy the string. But if it does not work, then you have to go through Notepad. I think I'll prefer Notepad. Open via Notepad, go to File, open. I want to see the part again. SSH. This PC, I want to go to Windows C. Windows C, users, the mouser, SSH. Oof. Okay, maybe I need to open all files. All files, yes, because they are set of strings, not text. So rsa.pub. This is what I need. and open. So this is the public key. I'll copy and I will paste this key in the VM which I created earlier. So again, go to the resource group. I think we are done with this. I already saved this. So I'll just go to resources, resource groups. The resources. The one we created earlier is called management VM. I remember we have management network security group. Okay, so we want to create management virtual machine. In doing this, we search for virtual machine. Virtual machines. We have nothing. We have nothing here, so I will create a new one. Azure virtual machine. Azure virtual machine. I think. I want to expand it. Oh, this is the highest. Wow. I mistakenly closed the Azure portal while trying to enlarge the screen. So I see that this is the highest screen size. So I want to create management virtual machine. I'll go to virtual machines. No, I don't want this. Virtual machines. I have nothing here, so I'll create a new one. Azure virtual machine. Some services. I want to retain the West Europe, which I've been using for all the deployment. So, resource group is the existing one. Virtual machine name, I want to name it management VM so as to associate it with management subnet and network resource group, which I created earlier. So, region, yeah, you must always select region, the same region as the resource group. This is very important. Availability, default. Mm. It says here that my default state availability zone, but the instructions default is no infrastructure redundancy required. That is what I'm going to select. An image has been given in the lab exercise. I remember that we should choose for image Ubuntu server. mm, Ubuntu server. Check one more time. Because I don't remember correctly. No, public to private, yeah. So you should select Linux Ubuntu 20.04. 20.04, which is default. Yeah. So VM architecture should be default. Size, we need to select B1S. Okay, since it's grayed out, I'll select see all sizes. Yeah, BS. Linux, Ubuntu, no. Use only standard BS1 for your VM size. So, which is a general purpose. BS1, select. BS1, authentication type is SSH public key. Username, retain the default Azure user. And for SSH public key source, use existing public key. And is requesting for the public key. The public key which we try to access from our notepad. This one, SSH public key. Remember that we started from PowerShell. Yeah. And we use this this command SSH keygen TRSA to generate the public key. Your public key has been saved in this, and we are unable to navigate. So instead, I made use of Notepad. So I copied from Notepad, and I'm going to paste the SSH public key. Disk. Bound port. Use. Okay. Yeah, we'll leave this as default. Obviously, it's port 22 for SSH. Then I'll go to disk. For disk, I'm trying to round up because I have a few minutes left. Disk, I will leave it as default. Default. And I'll go to networking. Networking tab. Virtual network should be the VNet I created in my name. Subnet, I will use the drop down to select management subnets, which I created earlier. Public IP, I'll select none. NIC network security group, I'm going to select advanced. Yeah, so configure network security group. I will select management network security group, which I created. Leave all this as default. And next, to management. I don't need the rest. I don't need to make any changes to the rest of the tabs. So I'll just review and create. Validation passed. I'm glad about this. I'll go ahead to create. Go ahead and create. So the deployment is complete. I have my management VM up and running. It's running. So next, I want to add inbound security group to the management network security group. I can go from home, or I can search for it in network security groups. I need to add to these rules. Yeah, go to inbound security rules, add to this rule, source port ranges star as default, destination is virtual network. I don't have this option. Oh, okay. So I need to select service tag. Which service? Custom, like default. Oh, okay. So destination for this service tag should be virtual network. I hope I'm correct. Service is custom. Destination port range to star. Protocol any action deny. I would like to give this priority 500 and name deny all inbound traffic. Deny all inbound traffic. I can just put in the description that this rule is denying all inbound traffic to our subnets and save. And so the rule is successfully created. So what we want to do is that the VPN will provide a secure connection from VPN to management subnet and enforces access control to the management workstations. To add to this, we need to create a rule that will allow inbound traffic into management network security group only from VPN. So we add another inbound security rule. Oh, sorry. We are not adding a new inbound security rule. We will make these settings in our VPN. Virtual network gateways. I can just go to resources, resource groups. Go to virtual network gateways. This is VPN. This VPN. Then I will go to point to site configuration. Take note of this address pool. I'll just copy to Notepad. Then I will go to management network security group. to add this IP address in inbound rules. Inbound. I'll go to, okay, so I will add a new one with the source. Source will be this IP address. And which address, then I'll state the address which I copied from our VPN. Source port ranges from star, destination, virtual net service tag, then virtual network, service SSH. There's a lot. Service. Let me see if I can type. SS. No, I need to select. SSH, which uses port 21. Oh, sorry, 22. Allow priority. I want this to have higher process rate. So the priority will be, I mean, the number will be, the lower the priority, the higher the process rate of the rule. Name. Allow inbound traffic over VPN. Description. This rule will allow inbound traffic over VPN and save. So I have 11 minutes. Oops. Just 11 minutes to finish up. So note that we have two rules created. The first one, which is priority 500, will ensure that all inbound traffic is blocked. And the second one allows only traffic over VPN. And that is to enable a secure connection, a secure communication between resources. Go to VM, management VM, scroll down to networking, and copy the, no, I don't know this. Go to management VM, management VM. So I want to copy the public IP address assigned by, I can't go back. Management VM. Public IP address. Copy. I hope it's copied because I can't. Oh, I have just 11 minutes. Copy the private IP address. Private IP address. Oh, okay. So this VM does not have a public IP address because I was wondering I should have a public address here. Go to VPN in the local environment and check that the VPN we created earlier is still in connected state. So I will just I want to close this and open newly. VPN. Yeah, it's still connected. Then go to PowerShell. PowerShell. SSH. Azure user at this private address. Enter. Oof, I think I did something wrong. Okay. SSH space. SSH space. Azure user at the private IP address. Enter. This connects to Azure user, but the connection cannot be established. Yeah, I see that I'm on the right track. Sensitivity can be established. Yeah. Are you sure you want to continue? Yes. Permanently added this to the list of known hosts, and I have this documentation. So it's changed to Azure user at management VM from this default. So it has established a connection with the VPN. And my VPN is still connected here. Okay, VPN connected. This brings us to the end of this lab. Yeah, I see that the VPN is still connected, and in PowerShell, we are now connected to Azure user at management VM. Voila. Thank you so much for staying tuned. See you. Bye bye.